Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. The US yield curve has steepened overnight on messy talk about the US Fed's independence and the arbitrary US tariff statements. In more direct economic news though, US mortgage applications fell sharply last week, even after adjusting for the holiday weekend. They were 10% lower than the prior week, but they're still 18% higher than year-ago levels. To be fair, those year-ago levels were unusually low. Rising interest rates are getting the blame for the recent fall-off in activity there. And American producer prices rose 2.3% in June, which was much less than the May 2.7% rise and less than the expected 2.5% rise. A rather large and an unusual monthly drop in logistics costs kept the overall index restrained. Meanwhile, US industrial production inched higher, up 0.7% in June from a year ago. And that flat recent trend is showing up in the Fed's July Beige Book surveys. Economic activity increased slightly from late May through to early July. 5 districts reported slight or modest gains, 5 had flat activity, and the remaining 2 districts noted modest declines in activity. There was nothing here indicating rising business or consumer sentiment and impending investment. Pointedly, quite the opposite. Across the border, Canadian housing starts in June stayed high, and certainly higher than expected. They were expected to retreat somewhat after a strong May, but remained at those elevated levels. And as expected, the Indonesian central bank cut its policy rate late yesterday by 25 basis points to 5.25%. They said the tariff rate deal with the US will be positive for them. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.46%, down 3 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $3,354 an ounce, up $27 from yesterday. And American oil price is a little changed though, at $66.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is just over $68.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 59.5 US cents, up 10 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, though, we're down 20 basis points at 91.1 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're also down 20 basis points at 51.1 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 67.2 and down 20 basis points. You get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.